Welcome back to another episode of Build and Drive, where I'm going to show you guys how you can get your E90s to stop better and faster with an ultra budget brake kit, and then we're going to go to the track and see if it helps with our lap times. So here are a set of calipers, carriers, rotors, and pads from a BMW 330i E90. After some head scratching, measuring, comparing, the calipers are exactly the same. 56 millimeter. What? This is supposed to have a bigger caliper. Bigger piston. Even if they are stamped with different info and have different part numbers, 300 versus 330. So that means that the maximum applied braking force between the two calipers are exactly the same. BMW, what you doing? The pads are also the same. I want to show you the 330 pads are exactly the same in every way, shape, or form. Part number is the same too. These are the outer ones, these are the inner ones. It doesn't have the tab there. This is for the outer one, but exactly the same. The rotors, of course, are different. With a 300 millimeter rotor for the 325i and a 330 millimeter rotor for the 330i. All it does is accommodate moving the carrier and caliper further away from the wheel hub, which we'll explain in a second. So how do we get more braking force then? With the larger carrier and rotor. Torque equals force times distance from the pivot. So that means in this situation, the center of the wheel hub. The new carriers increase the distance the calipers are mounted from the wheel. So in layman's terms, if you're loosening a bolt, a longer wrench further from the pivot means you need less effort to create the same turning force. Same with braking. Further from the center equals more torque for the same applied force. Very clever BMW engineers. And this is how the M Performance and M Sport 4-piston Brembo calipers get even more braking force by pushing the caliper further out from the center of the hub with the 370 millimeter rotor and 340 millimeter rotor respectively. So in theory, you could try to find only the carriers, but a used set of calipers, carriers, rotors, and pads was around $60 shipped, so you could just buy everything more easily. We got the ATE brake rotors. I've never had a problem with these. As you can see, the old ones that were on the car were ATE. They've done 60,000 kilometers. They've done track days. They've done this. They've done that. They just take the abuse. You don't need cross-drilled rotors or slotted rotors or whatever. I think you guys go crazy in the comments. Tell me what you think. But even guys that I contacted that have race cars, they just run this. I think they're fine. Nice. Well, let's put this on the car. So for time purposes, I'll skip the part on how to take off and put on the calipers, but I have a full tutorial going step by step of how to do that below. All right, so we got it all back together. Bought this little motorcycle bleeding self-bleeder thingy. Let's see if this works. Let's just push on the pedal. Did it hold pressure? It did. Really? This is just open right here. That worked. That's crazy. This was only like a couple bucks. So this thing is a brake tester I bought a long time ago. You put it in and it'll tell you how much water is in it. I think this brake fluid is 2 years old, so let's see what happens. Less than 1%. That's great. But as a precaution, 10-20 bucks worth of brake fluid is your best investment for when you go to the track. Just change it every year and you know that your brakes are good to go then. So let's put this all together and go to the track.
A few moments later.
But of course, it's a BMW, so we're always running into issues. I noticed coming off the highway, my tire was just pulling to the right. And I thought, that can't be right. There's something wrong. As you can see, this tire's flat. And I went to go check here. Not even 0.5 of a bar. And I don't think I can repair a tire on a Sunday anywhere. I think I have to cancel everything. You know, you keep pushing and take a step forward and then take 2 steps back. So it is what it is. So it took me several weeks to get the tire repaired. All the shops I went to did not want to repair the tire because it was a semi-slick. So they said no, but this one guy with a small mechanic shop said sure. We put a mushroom plug in it, and then we were off to the races. I don't recommend you doing this if you have a high performance tire, but this worked for me. I've already done Hockenheimring and Nürburgring since filming this, and so far so good. So welcome back to Hockenheimring. This time I came with a few of my friends. Hey, I like your car. 9 seconds in the quarter mile.
Bit faster.
And the E90 is feeling better and better at the limit.
Straight line where the Porsche is. That guy's a noob, man. Get out of the way, brother.
And I brought my cousin with me who just got his driver's license and has never been on a racetrack before. How are you feeling?
Good.
It's okay?
Very good. I got no problems with having to throw up while driving.
Now, if you remember the last video, we compared all our modifications to our lap times, and with all the work done to the car, it was finally very reliable and consistent, leading to my fastest lap times of 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So with the engines, brakes and tires warmed up and my driving locked into a solid rhythm, and it was finally time to put together a lap to see how much faster we can go. On the right at the end of the curb stone, we're going to tap on the brake. Second gear, turn in, accelerate through the corner. Same here. Barrier on the left, I'm going to lift off. We're going to tap on the brake, turn in. That's a good corner. And then accelerate at the apex. That's how you do that corner.
Always from the outside to the inside.
At the 50, late, turn in. Much better. That's better. This one was better than last time. Here. Brake in a straight line in this direction, brake, turn in, going too wide, that's okay, and we're flat again. And at the 150 we're going to brake in a straight line, we're at the 100, and then we're going to turn in. My tires are getting hot. On this stint, I was able to get in one solid lap of 2 minutes and 24 seconds, which is 4 seconds faster than before. I was also able to improve my average overall, hovering at the 2 minute and 27 mark. So can bigger brakes help you go faster? Yes. Now in my second stint with my other friend in the car, I was focused as ever, ready to try and improve my lap times.
The car's working good. It's good. Well done. I know.
But my old cursed BMW had other plans.
Surprise, motherfucker! It was at this moment he knew. He ducked.
As I went full speed over a curb, all of a sudden the steering wheel and gear lever started vibrating really hard.
Making a noise now. Do you think it's the tire?
I thought I had bent my drive shaft, broke a motor mount, bent a wheel, or maybe all three, who knows.
Yeah. Some vibration. I think I broke something. Yeah? With that one bump? Maybe. Yeah, with that.
Car's working good. It's good. Well done.
But after driving for a minute or so, the vibration went away. But I pulled off the track anyway to check everything out.
Well, that was fun. That was lots of fun. Thanks, man. Don't hit the curbs. No. I wonder what happened. Maybe I got a flat tire or something? I was wondering whether maybe that one just got hit. And if
inflated,
Something.
we would notice it. But like this gets
you're
worse
right.
over time, right?
Yeah.
It gets worse over time.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I think the only thing was the transmission that kind of felt
Yeah, the
off.
transmission felt off. Something moved. Well, that was not good.
Well done though, that was fun. Great.
No, oh, it does have a check engine light.
It does?
It does.
But it had that before, didn't it?
No, I turned it off. So let's look at diagnostic. It felt like something with the drive shaft.
Uh-huh.
Something moved, and then it came back into, and then it came back. Do you know what I mean?
I see. Let's see what it says.
Well, I think I dodged a bullet.
Yeah?
I don't feel anything in the suspension that's different. I don't see any like cracks or anything. There was definitely a wobble though. And it was when I was on the gas. Like when I wasn't accelerating, it was fine. Then when I accelerated, it went,
said it might have been the gearbox, right?
it felt, I could feel it vibrating from the gearbox, yeah. My engine is running fine. It's under the car, whatever it is.
But like, did you do this?
Yeah.
Did you do the brake cooling?
Yeah, we got the brake cooling. Here's the car, 330i brakes, 18-inch Alutech wheels, brake cooling in the front and the rear, AD08R tires, semi-metallic brake pads in the rear. I mean, not bad. What do you think of the setup?
Nice.
You just drove in it.
Do you know what's really nice? If you sit so low, it feels so fast all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling from the
True.
front.
Except when you
Front.
break something.
Yeah. Definitely.
Who's
grip on your shoelace, eh?
Yeah. Somebody's car here is not starting. I feel the pain. Literally, I was right there and my car stopped working as well
I remember.
last time. No, I mean, what vibrates only when you're accelerating and in gear?
So this is a good question. If you look at the undercarriage of a BMW E90, there's only a few spots where the engine, transmission, and drive shaft are mounted to the car. And that is the front engine mounts, the transmission mount, the transmission coupling in the rear, and of course, the rear subframe and everything that's attached to it. So after looking at everything, it looked like everything was fine. So I was kind of stumped. What caused the heavy vibration in the drivetrain while I was on the track? And then I remembered I forgot to check the codes that came up for the check engine light. And luckily, all I had was a misfire on cylinder 3. I assume a whole bank of cylinders was down because the vibration was so strong. I assume it was more than one cylinder that went out. So luckily, after looking at everything, the coils and spark plugs seem fine. So we dodged a bullet and the car seems to be okay. And I'm glad I checked everything because now we're going to be headed to Nürburgring to see and compare lap times there as well. So if you're interested in checking out that video that's coming up next, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.